real quick. You both stop the real quick touch. Double check the steering wheel. Control.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
All out there. Nice and smooth. Let's get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
Too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
We knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Fearless Broadcasting. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth, all by myself, once again, here with the Wild West Racing League. Forgive me as I'm still making final adjustments to tonight's stream. We are back with the Wild West Racing League and their Gen 4 Cup Series. Always a pleasure to be racing with these guys here at Las Vegas. Continuing on our trope of the 2003 season, 80 laps under the sun here at Las Vegas. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox. Veteran owned and operated, Raiders Wasteland offers something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, Raider PvE. We hope to see you all there. Jumping on board now with Keith Ayers in the number 19 Dodge, quote unquote. It is a Ford at the end of the day. One of only two Fords out on the racetrack tonight. Keith Ayers and Luke Moeller. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Rock Bottom Racing, and Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS15 at checkout for 15% off of your orders. 19 of Keith Ayers through turns 1 and 2, starting his qualifying run here under the sun at Las Vegas. Through turns 3 and 4 he goes, running pretty moderate line down on the bottom, trying to make the most of the downforce available on these race cars. That's the start-finish line. James Napier currently in front. Keith Ayers down to third. Trey Smith up in front now. Kershawn Elliott up to the front. Luke Moeller down in sixth. Jimmy T. Evans beating him out. Bryton Coleman up to fifth. Keith Ayers coming through turns 3 and 4 for the ending of his qualifying run. Will he improve here? All the way down to the grass he goes. He does not. He only stays in 6th place. Tanner Ensign on the board now. He's in 8th. Let's see if we can jump on board with him. WIO Outlaw Machine coming to the end of his qualifying run. Down pit road he goes. Pretty decent field out here tonight. 22 cars by looks of it will be starting tonight. excluding myself, of course, in the number 82. Hunter Sr. all the way up to the front with a 29.750. Krishan Elliott 0.062 behind. Dakota Henderson down pit road. Trey Smith down in 4th. James Napier in 5th. Daniel Falconer up to 6th. Brandon Harris in 7th. Will Moore in 8th. Brenton Coleman in 9th. Keith Ayers in 10th. Tanner Ensign down in 11th. John Stackos in 12th. Mike Presley in 13th. Wayne Isbell in 14th. Zachary Tyler in 15th. Jacob Schaffet in the 00, owner and operator of Puffy Swag Shop, down in 16th place. Luke Moeller in the 007 down in 17th. Jimmy T. Evans in 18th. Brady Karowski in 19th at the moment. Ty Sykes and Mike Lovelace not yet qualified. Try and get this guy just a little bit closer. I like a nice relaxed position in my chair. Makes the broadcast go easier. Maybe a little further back. Right about there. That looks better. Not trying to blow anybody's ears out as we go, or at least get ready to watch the end of qualifying here at Las Vegas. John Stackos all the way up to the lead. He's in 1st in the 08. Ty Sykes up to 5th. Luke Moeller and Mike Lovelace still out on the racetrack. Not sure if Luke is going to have a good run here or not. Mike Lovelace starting his lap now. Let's jump down and take a look at that. He's up to 13th already. Off of turn 2 he goes. Mike Lovelace in the number 68 Meals on Wheels machine. Through turns 3 and 4 he goes. We'll see if he improves this time. All the way down to the grass. Whoa, big slide off of turn 4 there. He's up to 6th place with that lap. What a run from the 68 of Mike Lovelace. Wait out the end of qualifying here at Las Vegas. This is Fearless Broadcasting. Brought to you in part by Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Rock Bottom Racing. And of course our friends over at Premier Racing Setups. The Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. So, John Stackos is up the front. 80 laps here. Hunter Sr. alongside him in the 20. There we go. There's the 08 of John Stackos up in front alongside him. Krishan Elliott and Ty Sykes in 3rd and 4th. Dakota Henderson in 5th place. Mike Lovelace in 6th. Trey Smith in 7th. James Napier in 8th. Daniel Falconer in 9th. Brandon Harris in 10th. Will Moore in 11th. Brenton Coleman in 12th. Keith Ayers in 13th. Tanner Ensign in 14th. Mike Presley in 15th. Wayne Isbell in 16th. Zach Tyler in 17th. Jacob Schaffet 18th. Luke Moeller 19th. Jimmy Evans in 20th. Brady Karowski in 21st. And Gene Watkinson at the very end of the grid in 23rd. Or 22nd, because I'm not racing. 80 laps here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Going to be a great night of racing here with the Wild West Racing League. Always a pleasure to be working with these guys in the league. As I continue to try and set my mic up just that little bit better, so we're really not trying to blow out anybody's eardrums. And we are going to be green flag next time by. John Stackos leading the way with the 20 of Hunter Sr. alongside. 91 of Krishan Elliott behind him. Ty Sykes in the 1 on the high side behind the 20. Plenty of fast drivers up in the front. A lot of repeat winners in the mid and rear part of the field. The old sounds of Gen 4. Getting up to about 9,700 RPM down the front stretch into turn 1 and getting up to about 94, 95 on the back. This is going to be another great night of racing. Unrestricted race cars here with the Wild West Racing League at Las Vegas. I always enjoy racing here at Vegas. This is always a very interesting track for a multitude of reasons. Not sure who that is. That might be Luke Moeller in the 007 getting out of line for just a moment there. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Going to be going green flag this time around. Pace car's lights are off. We are getting ready to watch it dive down pit road. Everybody getting antsy. Pace car dives off. Get ready to go green flag. Everybody's stacking up nice and tight together. Green flag is out, and they're off here at Las Vegas. Viva Las Vegas. 08 of John Stackhouse with the early lead into turn 1. 20 of Hunter Sr. right behind him on the outside. 91 looking to take away that position. He falls back into turns 1 and 2. They go. 20 sliding up right behind the 08. Off of turn 2 down the backstretch they go. Looking to go 3 wide behind them. Fighting against it. 20 of Hunter Sr. down to the bottom. 08 of John Stackhouse holding that higher line through the start-finish straight. 1 lap of 80 completed here. Everybody trying to get settled in early, but 20 of Hunter Sr. goes for the lead. Caution comes out. Jimmy Evans, Brighton Coleman, Daniel Falconer, Zach Tyler, and Wayne Isbell. Okay. They really gotta fix this. Because this is ridiculous. Oh! I think we found it. Alright, where is the 2? This is ahead of him. Okay, here we go. So Keith Ayers with, I believe that's the 44. Who's the 12? .13 spins up off of the tri-oval there. Just comes back across and takes out absolutely everybody in the rear part of this field. Daniel Falconer getting towed back to pit road in the 13 Gummy Bear machine. But that was not the way he wanted to start that race. Ton of good cars tore all the way apart very early. Tanner Ensign believed to have been involved. Yes, you can see the damage from here. A lot of damage on the race car as we barely made it 2 laps in. A lot of cars going to be coming down pit road this time to repair. Tanner Ensign, Wayne Isbell coming down pit road. See who else comes with them. Keith Ayers. Oh, he's having radio issues. Brighton Coleman. Jimmy Evans in the 94 staying out without a nose at the moment. Zach Tyler and the 007 of Luke Moeller both trying to get down to pit road. They're both having a hell of a time trying. Both of them, I believe, on 3 wheels as they come down pit road this time. Jumping back up to the lead now. Hunter Sr. is still leading in the Juicy Spider Tony Stewart inspired number 20. 08 of John Stackhouse in the Jim Beam Chevrolet behind them. Ty Sykes in the 1 in 3rd. Krishan Elliott in 4th in the 91. Mike Loveless in 5th. in the 68. Dakota Henderson in the 5, down in 6th. James Napier might be in 6th. Dakota Henderson in 7th, excuse me. Trey Smith in 8th. Brandon Harrison 9th. Will Moore, Mike Presley, Jacob Shoffett 10th through 12th. Brady Karowski, Gene Watkinson, Jimmy T. Evans, Wayne Isbell, Keith Ayers, Brighton Coleman, Zach Tyler, Tanner Ensign, Luke Moeller, and Daniel Falconer round out the end of the field. Tanner Ensign down in 20th place, not the race he's wanted. Pace car's lights are off, going to be going green flag this time by. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, Stanford Witt Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. Raiders Wasteland is the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offers something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players. There are different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE, RAIDERPVE. Well, now that a whole bunch of really good race cars have had the absolute snot kicked out of them, for the 44 still having some issues with his nose. It's completely bouncing off the bottom of the racetrack. He may go down pit road off the green flag here, trying his best not to go a lap down in the very early part of this race. Not a whole lot he could do about it, but hey, sometimes it's the way it goes, and all you can do is hope that it goes better from here. Pace car dives off, on board with the 20 Hunter Sr. It is all on the green flag, no restart zone. Green flag is out, 20 with a beautiful launch. 08 of John Stackcoast right alongside him, falling back though, not as good a start. 20 slides up in front of the 08. One of Ty Sykes running all the way down to the bottom, trying to get in front of the 08. Looking to go 3 wide behind them, 68, 91, and the 88. 3 wide down the backstretch they go. Just a moment there, 20 still leading the way. Through turns 3 and 4. Down back towards the front stretch. Trying to keep their cars clean after that early wreck. Lap 7 of 80 here at Las Vegas. Back through turns 1 and 2. All the way down to the bottom, trying to run where all the grip is. Plenty of action happening behind them. Let's jump down to 08 up into the wall. A couple of cars run out to evade. Let's jump down to Dakota Henderson. Right in the midst of this battle here. 08 just ahead of him, 88 in front. 33, the 3, and the 91 behind him. 08 and the 88 really putting some pressure on each other. 08 up into the wall again in the entry of turn 1. Not sure if he's having some problems trying to run that higher line into the entry of turn 1. Not having the race he's wanted though so far. He's falling back a little bit further under pressure from the 33 and the 3. 29 also getting up into the mix. Dakota Henderson still on board with in the 5 Hendrick Motorsports car. God, can't English. Side by side, the 08 and the 3 through turns 1 and 2. 29 and the 33 behind them. 88 Navy Machine looking to go up the inside on the 68. Not going to make it happen. 08 looks up the bottom of the racetrack. 08 of John Stackcoast almost takes out the nose of the 5 with a huge run off of turn 4. 3, 33, and 29 looking to make a move. Big slide from the 88 and the 08. 08 up into the wall once again. 5 of Dakota Henderson still under some pressure here, trying to pressure the cars around him as well. Let's jump back a little bit further down to Zach Tyler down in 16th place. He's just entering turn 4 now, or turn 3 now, excuse me, in the good wrench number 2. Chasing down the Dodge number 19 ahead of him. Brighton Coleman in the 4, Wayne Isbell in the 6, Jacob Shoffett in the 00 ahead of him. He's struggling at the moment, but I hope that as time goes on, he will start to adjust to the racetrack. It is a little warm out today, so it's not helping their tire pressures overall. and the overall grip level on the racetrack, but they're all making it work for the time being. Jump back up a little bit further, up to the 0 of Mike Presley, putting some pressure on the 91 of Krishan Elliott. Down 7 places since the start is Krishan in the 91 machine, going down 8 places now. 8 places. Huge field ahead of them, just need to catch back up to it. They work together a little bit down the straights. They might be able to get a good draft going and catch back up and get into the fight for the lead. Jump up to Trey Smith, who's battling it out with... Oh, well, he was glitching out there, so I guess John Stackhouse is having a bit of radio issues at the moment. 3 of Trey Smith right on his bumper, though, still looking up the inside. Mike Loveless just ahead. Trey Smith with a big wobble off a turn 2. Manages to recover it, doesn't hit the wall or anything. In the red line radio, number 3. Still trying to pressure the 0-8. 0-8 with a big slide off of turn 4 there for just a moment. 3 staying right underneath his wing in the primary spot for the draft. 8 goes high to block the 5, comes straight back down, cuts the 3 off. Dakota Henderson getting really tired of it. He's pulling alongside. Down the backstretch they go. Going 3 wide down the backstretch for just a moment. 5 of Dakota Henderson with a beautiful move. Trey Smith up the inside. Makes it past the 0-8. 33 and the 29 behind them. 08 of John Stackhouse not having a good night. Oh no! 29 got into him. 29 with a big hit. Caution comes out. Will Moore in the 29. All the way up to the catch fence. Tries to get it slowed down and just nothing he could do about it. Rips the front bumper off. Gets stuck up against the wall. Probably lost his front right tire. Not a lot of help in steering that monster back around through turns 1 and 2. Bringing out the second caution of the night here with the Wild West Racing League. This is Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you in part by Rock Bottom Racing, the Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and of course our friends over at Premier Racing Setups.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier-
Back once again here with the Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. As absolutely everybody, except for Keith Ayers, is coming down pit road. Second caution of the night here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series. Following as closely as we can the 2003 Cup calendar. 20 of Hunter Sr., having led the way so far. John Stackhouse in the 08 looking to make some adjustments here to try and get back up into the front of this race. He's back off. 08 may have only took fuel. 91 taking 4 tires. 3 wide in the race off pit road. 44 of Tanner Ensign choosing to finish up the repairs on that race car after the early wreck on the first or second lap there into the entry of turn 1. A lot of good cars tore up that are still amazingly on the lead lap. Jumping over to TV3 now. Keith Ayers now in the lead of the race. One more lap around before the green flag. Hunter Sr. down in second. John Stackhouse in third. Ty Sykes in fourth. James Napier in fifth. Mike Loveless in sixth. Dakota Henderson in seventh. Krishan Elliott in eighth. Our very own Jacob Schaffet in the 00. Puffy's Swag Shop Machine down in 9th. Brandon Harris in 10th. Zach Tyler in 11th. Luke Moeller in 12th. Trey Smith in 13th. Mike Presley in 14th. Brighton Coleman in 15th. Will Moore in 16th. Brady Karowski in 17th. Gene Watkinson in 18th. Tanner Ensign down pit road once again, down in 19th position. Wayne Isbell down in 21st. Daniel Falconer in 22nd. Daniel Falconer is at least one lap down. Pace car's lights are off. We're going to be going green flag this time by. Everybody's starting to try and warm up their new tires here at Las Vegas. 19 of Keith Ayers on the point for the restart. Pace car getting ready to dive down to pit road, excuse me. 19, 20, 08, 1, 68, 88, 591, 0033. Green flag is out. Terrible restart from the 20. Everybody on the bottom getting stacked up. Got to be careful with that, not to cause a wreck. 19 very slow away as well. Didn't get quite the jump he was looking for. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. Once again. 19 of 20 laps, 19 of 80 laps, excuse me, completed this time by. Only going to get more wild here at Las Vegas. 20 with a huge run off of turn 4, trying to get a move on the 1 and the 19. 68 of Mike Lovelace right behind them. Through turns 1 and 2 once again. 20 trying to run nice and high. 19 and the 1, side by side through turns 1 and 2. 20 all the way up to the wall. 68 right on his bumper. 08 of John Stackhouse falling behind. 19, 1, 20, and the 68 are your top 4. Still trying to run away with it. Ty Sykes up to the lead at the moment. Keith Ayers in the 19, trying to hold off the might of the 20 and the 68. Two formidable foes right behind him. 20 throwing a move down the inside. Caution comes out. I'm not seeing a reason as to why the caution has come out. No. Maybe you. That'd do it. Somebody was up against the wall there. Oh, there you go. Will Moore in the 007 gets caught up on the 29. Oh, that is the 29. The 007 of Luke Moeller gets caught up on Will Moore in the 29 in turn, well, just before the turn 1 and 2. All the way up into the fence goes the 007, almost flipping. Manages to keep 4 wheels on the ground. Who is that? Elliott Sadler. Got to put a sticker on the dashboard saying, keep 4 wheels on the ground. It's like, oh man, 38 M&M machine, not Kyle Busch. Elliott Sadler at Talladega both times with his big flips. 19 and the 20 going down pit road. 20 deciding late to not go. Keith Ayers, Jacob Schaffet, Brighton Coleman, Luke Moeller, Will Moore, Tanner Ensign, Jimmy Evans, and Gene Watkinson all down pit road. Jump back up to the top of the race here. Ty Sykes up to the lead. Going to be going green flag in a lap and a half. Ty Sykes, Hunter Sr., Mike Loveless, 13 of Daniel Falconer getting his lap back. He's back on the lead lap. Hunter Sr. trying to work those tires in just that little bit more. 68 of Mike Loveless down in third. James Napier up 4 positions. He's in fourth. John Stackcoast down in fifth. Brandon Harris in sixth. Trey Smith in seventh. Krishan Elliott in eighth. Dakota Henderson in ninth. Zach Tyler in 10th. Mike Presley in 11th. Brady Kurowski in 12th. Hunter Sr. having paid for the racetrack, as we were joking earlier, and using every inch of it, trying to warm that car up for the green flag next time by. Ty Sykes choosing the bottom this time. Pace car all the way down to the grass. Not sure why they're doing that. Past the start-finish line, everybody getting stacked back up. We're going to go in green flag this time by 1, 20, 68, 88, 08, and 33 are your top 6 on the restart. Mike Loveless, a formidable opponent on the bottom of the racetrack, right behind Ty Sykes in the 1. James Napier, a very consistent finisher, right behind Hunter Sr. in the 20. John Stackcoast on the bottom as well. He's incredibly fast. Brandon Harris up towards the front for the first time in a good while. Good to see you back up towards the front of the field, Brandon, in the 33 Hardee's machine. Luke Moeller going a lap down now. Jacob Schoffett down to 16th. Tanner Ensign down to 14th, right where he started in the 44 machine. Still plenty of time here at Las Vegas. Third caution of the night coming to an end. Getting ready for the pace car to dive down pit road. All these guys need to be concerned about is really how they're using their tires. These tires will get shredded here at Las Vegas. They tend to do that at the high speeds this track tends to offer. Green flag is out. One car with a much better start than last time. 20 of Hunter Sr. also away a lot better. 88, 33 right behind him, giving him a good shunt. 68 in the 04 on the bottom, holding their line underneath the 20 and the 88. Higher side trying to pull away from the bottom at the moment. They do. Oh, Dakota Henderson around. Gets taken out by Mike Loveless. Takes out Mike Loveless, excuse me. Mike Presley. God, I got too many names to remember. Caution is out. Fourth caution of the night. $33 has a big slide off of turn 2 as we get going again. 5-car spins out trying to evade and kind of gets hit from the 33 and just comes across the nose of the 0 in Mike Presley. Not much he could do about that. Caution comes back out for the 4th time tonight here at Las Vegas. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran-owned and operated, offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse, weekly events for PvE and PvP players, and different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, owned by our very own, Jacob Schoffett in the 00 car out in the field tonight, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off of your orders.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one. Premier.
Still under caution here with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series here at Las Vegas. Ty Sykes back up in the lead once again, 20 of Hunter Sr. alongside. Will Moore still down pit road in the 29. Dakota Henderson down in 20th. A lot of good cars getting tore up early. Not sure how that's going to bode for the remainder of the race. Top 4 are still quite the group of drivers here at the front. Ty Sykes, Hunter Sr., James Napier, and Mike Loveless. 2088 and the 68 respectively. These guys are incredibly fast drivers. Some of the fastest I've ever seen. Excuse me. 20 and the 68 on the outside are going to be a formidable opponent for the 1 and the 88 on the bottom. They have the 08 and the 91 behind them, thankfully. Hopefully, this bottom line can get a great restart. They're going to need it to beat out the 20 and the 68. Trey Smith up to 5th place. He's doing well for himself. The 2 of Zach Tyler with an incredible recovery out here so far tonight. He's doing a great job out here in the number 2 Good Wrench machine. Good cars up in the top 8. Ty Sykes really trying to warm that car up. 0 of Mike Presley. Excuse me. Not sure what's happening towards the rear of the pack, but we're getting ready to go green flag. Pace car's lights are off. Through turns 3 and 4 we go. Everybody getting stacked up behind the 1 and the 20 once again. 19 with some serious radio issues, as you can see to the right-hand side of your screens. Pace car is off. Waiting on the green flag here. Green flag is out. 120, 88, all with beautiful launches. 68 of Mike Loveless, not as good away. 08 with the same problem. 91 right behind him. 3 of Trey Smith losing out the most, I believe, after the box start of the 68. Ty Sykes all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack through turns 1 and 2. James Napier right on his heels. 20 of Hunter Sr. all the way up to the outside. 88 going with them through the backstretch. Down into turns 3 and 4 they go. Can we stay green for more than one lap at a time? I'd appreciate that. 29 of 80, 30 at the line. 50 laps to go here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. 20 all the way up to the wall. 88 trying to capitalize on that. 20 of Hunter Sr. trying to catch up to the 1 of Ty Sykes. 88 of James Napier right behind it, right underneath the 20. Makes the move through turns 3 and 4. Will he be able to hold it back into 1 and 2? Down the front stretch they go. 20 starting to close in a little bit. 1 of Ty Sykes starting to pull away clear. Trying to get as much advantage out of the clean air ahead of him as he can to pull away in the mid part of this race. Just under halfway completed. 10 laps to go to halfway. Through turns 3 and 4 again. We'll jump down in the field a little bit to the 6 of Wayne Isbell now. 6 Coors Light machine being chased down by the 44 and the 19, trying to catch up to the 91 of Rashawn Elliott just ahead of him. Oop. 6 with some radio issues, so we switch down to Tanner Ensign in the 44, trying to chase down the 6 of Wayne Isbell now. 6 car having some serious radio issue, blinking in and out of existence. Same problem with the 19 as we saw coming to the green flag here after that last caution. 44 of Tanner Ensign trying to get by the 6 car. Get back into the running for a top position here. 19 with a huge run down into turn 1, right underneath the wing of the 44. Through turns 2 they go. Trying to chase down the 6 car all the way up into the wall on the entry of turn 3. 44, 6, and the 19 all in a pack together. 00 of Jacob Schoffert trying to catch up and make some opportunities happen for himself here. Cute little pack of race cars going on in the midfield of this race. 34 laps completed this time by. 44 of Tanner Ensign starting to catch up to the 6. 6 goes low to block. Fair play. Tanner Ensign not letting him have it for that long, though. Just hoping he doesn't blink back right on front of his front bumper as they come down the front stretch once again. Side by side with the 6. 19 going down with him. Chooses to go up the middle. Debating on going 3 wide. Decides that is not the option he wants to do. Dakota Henderson back up to 13th. He's making up some time here. Plenty of race left for Dakota Henderson to get back up into the front of the field for the win of this race, if he can get there. 44 of Tanner Ensign past the 6. 19 right there with the 6 now. 6 with a big hit on the wall. That's not going to help him very much overall in the remainder of this race. Don't want to beat defenders in too badly. 91 of Kershawn Elliott not having the gusto we were seeing in practice and qualifying. Off of turn 2 with a big slide, almost tapping the wall there for just a moment. 44 of Tanner Ensign blows right on by. 19 of Keith Ayers right behind him as well. Keith Ayers also not having a great night so far. They say that he's up 4 places, but he was running really hot in qualifying and in practice. 44 clear of the 19 and the 91 behind him. Excuse me, I had to double check. Now in the dirty air of the 68 of Mike Loveless and the 2 just ahead of him. 2 of Zach Tyler. Zach Tyler up 11 places since the start. I believe he's the most improved car on track. He is. Zach Tyler in the number 2 Goodwrench machine. Up in 6th place at the moment. 2 laps to halfway here at Las Vegas with the Wild West Racing League Gen 4 Cup Series. Always a pleasure to be working with these guys here on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, no, not Fridays, Saturdays, and Sunday nights. Always a pleasure to be working with several different racing leagues as well, but Wild West has been incredibly good to us. We've been incredibly good to them. It's always a pleasure to be working with the Wild West group, especially with the owner being Tanner Ensign and Trey Smith. Trey Smith in the 3 car just up the road in the Red Line Radio number 3. Always a pleasure to be working with these guys. It means a lot that we get to do this pretty much every day throughout the week, and we're always happy to do it. They're always happy to have us. Appreciate you guys for putting up with our crap every day. 44 starting to really make up some time on the 68 of Mike Loveless and the 2 of Zach Tyler just ahead of him. Really putting the pressure on here. We are halfway through this race. 40 laps to go at the line. 19 of Keith Ayers also staying right there with the 44. Probably going to start seeing some green flag pit stops in the next handful to 10 laps here. Next 5 to 10 laps, I'd say, at absolute longest. Maybe a little further, depending on how long these cars can actually run. I'm not an expert on that myself, entirely, admittedly. But we're out here having a good night. 44 still looking up the inside on the 68. 68 trying to run a midline through turns 3 and 4. All the way up to the wall. Big slide. They kind of avoid each other there. 44 side by side with the 68 trying to draft off the 2. Side drafting each other through turns 1 and 2 once again. 68 with a little burst of speed there. Trying to get past, or keep ahead, excuse me, of the 44 and try to pass the 2. 2 of Zach Tyler starting to struggle here towards the later part of his run on these tires. But putting up a commendable effort. He's still in 7th place, going down 8th or 9th here in just a moment. 00, 91, 0, and the 5 starting to catch up to him, though. who's starting to get a bit in the way here. He's going to start having to move out of the way. We're starting debating on coming down pit road. Not going to be able to keep up that pace for too much longer here. 19 of Keith Ayres all the way up to the wall. We're going to be jumping back up a little bit further towards the battle for the lead. James Napier is up in the front now, having cleared the 1 and the 20. James Napier leading the way here at lap 44. 08 getting tangled up with, I believe that was the 3 of Trey Smith just ahead of him. Top 3 with a pretty good distance between them. Half a second between all 3 individually. Catching up to the 007 just ahead of him. Bounces off the wall. Whoa! Comes back down the racetrack. The 007 needs to be either off the racetrack or way out of the way. That is a very incredibly dangerous move and could just be a potential race ruiner. Do not want to be remembered as the Kevin LePage of the Wild West Racing League here in the Gen 4 Cup Series. Here at Las Vegas. Wild West Racing League brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland. Starting to see some more action in the midfield of this pack. Let's jump down to Krishan Elliott now in the 91. 3 wide just ahead of him with the 07. 007 needs to get out of the way. Yes, I understand he's still got some speed in that race car, but he does not have the cornering ability to really make it work. That car is very broken and could be a risk to everybody else out on the racetrack. That car is going to be a lot looser than it was, excuse me. Ride tonight, forgive me, folks. 19 on the 91 on the 19. 44 and the 00 just ahead. 00 looking to try and give some help to the 91 of Krishan Elliott. Enzyme trying to block them both. 19 and the 91 with a beautiful crossover into the entry of turn 3. 44 goes way up high. 91 down to the bottom. Not sure if Krishan Elliott will be able to clear. 44 with a bit of a slide off of turn 4. Managed to keep it straight. 91 milkbone machine of Krishan Elliott. Still trying to stay side by side. Getting some help with the 19. 19 side by side with the 44 now. On the high side. Through turns 1 and 2. 44 staying up high. Trying to get the draft down the backstretch. Trying to get past the Dodge number 19. Doesn't have the momentum to make it happen. Falls back on Keith Ayres. Krishan Elliott up to 8th place now. Tanner Enzyme down to 10th. 91 trying to chase down that 00 now. Through turns 1 and 2 they go. 00 of Jacob Shoffett running nice and high, trying to conserve that car as best as he can. Run as far into the race as possible on those tires. 30 laps to go this time by. Jump down a little bit further, down to Daniel Falconer in the 13. Trying to race the 94 here. Into the front stretch they go. 94 all the way down to the white line. Of course, no white line rule here at Las Vegas. You can run all the way down to the grass if you want to. 007 Mountain Dew Dodge. Taking up space on the inside line. Haribo's 13. Running on the high side. Not entirely confident what the 007 was going to do there. Trying to chase down the 33 into turn 3. 13 running nice and high as well. 33 going down pit road. 007 off the racetrack and back on. Managed to recover that. Brandon Harris down pit road. Luke Moeller and Zach Tyler both down at least one lap. Start seeing green flag pit stops here at Las Vegas. We'll jump back up to our leader now. Hunter Sr. has gotten past James Napier. He's almost a full second clear. One of Ty Sykes starting to contest the 88 now for second place. starting to wind down towards green flag pit stop territory. One getting real close to the 88 here. 68 also trying to catch back up and get involved. Trey Smith, Dakota Henderson down pit road this time. Ty Sykes going down pit road. Krishan Elliott, Wayne Isbell, Daniel Falconer all down pit road too. Hunter Sr., 1.5 seconds clear on James Napier. 68 of Mike Loveless looking to make the move now up the outside into turn 3. 68 on the 88 still. 88 of James Napier holding a good line here as they both slow way down, come down pit road. Jacob Shoffett up to second place. Hunter Sr. going with him. Jacob Shoffett is now in control of the race here at Las Vegas with 26 laps to go. Puffy's Swag Shop 00, fellow Fearless teammate. 00, good bit clear on Keith Ayers. He's almost 2 seconds clear. Tanner Ensign, about 0.3 behind Keith. Mike Presley, about another 1.5 seconds behind Tanner Ensign in the 000. Oh, big lag spike. We're okay. Don't worry, folks. That wasn't just on your screen. That was on mine, too. Trying to keep that car as clean as he can, run as far as possible. 00 of Jacob Shoffett waiting for the Hail Mary caution in the late part of this race. Try to wait out that caution as far as possible before coming down pit road. Put as much distance between him and the fast guys 1 lap down. Oh, and here it goes. Here it is. Woo! Oh, boy. All right, what happened? Who died? Does it say what happened? Why do we have a caution? Forgive me, folks. Let's take a look. Not Jacob, not Keith, not Tanner, not Mike, not Brighton, not Will, not Jimmy, not Hunter, not Krishan, not Zach, not Mike, not James, not Trey, not Ty. Oh, there it is. Oh, 000 came all the way down. And, well, maybe Dakota Henderson slid back up into him a little bit, but that is now, I believe, the second time the 5 and the 007 have come together here at Las Vegas. Dakota is not going to be very happy about that. Under caution once again here. Jacob Shoffett leading the way. He needs the best pit stop that crew of his has to offer. 5th caution of the night. Fearless Broadcasting brought to you in part by the Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Rock Bottom Racing, and of course our friends over at Premier Racing Setups. Use code FEARLESS15, FEARLESS 15 at checkout for 15% off your orders. We will not be playing the ad this time. We're going to stay and watch the race off of pit road. 00 of Jacob Shoffett needing the best pit stop iRacing has to offer that car. 007. Oh, no collision in pit road. I was about to say he's about to take out the 0 of Mike Presley. 00 of Jacob Shoffett taking all 4 tires and presumably fuel. Gets away clean. Needs to beat out everybody. He does. 44-19-0 behind him. Keith Ayers beating Tanner Ensign out. Jacob Shoffett, Keith Ayers, Tanner Ensign, Mike Presley. Hunter Sr. up to 5th, getting their lap back. Will Moore and Brighton Coleman going down pit road this time. Krishan Elliott, Zach Tyler. Oh, excuse me. Jimmy T. Evans up in 6th. Excuse me. Krishan Elliott, Zach Tyler, Mike Loveless, James Napier, Trace Smith, Ty Sykes, Wayne Isbell, Brandon Harris, and John Statkos round out your top 17 on the lead lap. Brighton Coleman and Will Moore down pit road in 7th and 8th, respectively. Will Moore still in pits. Not sure if he's got a problem. He starts to fall back a little bit more here, potentially losing a lap here at Las Vegas in the dying laps of this race. Not sure if he's got a lot of damage. He's just back out on the racetrack now. 77 getting the wave around this time. Not sure why they've fallen back so far off the pace car. Jacob Shoffett choosing the outside. Oh, we're not going green this time. They may have extended by one. Jacob Shoffett choosing the outside. Keith Ayres on the inside. Not sure what Mike Presley's trying to do. But he's up to 3rd. Not sure what. iRacing can be weird. They just did an update. They probably broke it again. Not saying that as a bad thing against Mike Presley in the 0, but it's still kind of weird sometimes when it's like, wait, you're up to 3rd? How'd that happen? One more lap to green this time by 00, 19, 0, 44, 4, 94, 91, 2, 68, 88, 3, 1, 29 back down pit road again. 6, 33, 20, and the 08. Hunter Sr. and John Statkos. Both two of the last cars on the lead lap. They got a lot of work to do to get those cars back up towards the front. Top 4 are going to be side by side on the restart. Everybody else, top 5, excuse me. Everybody else is going to be single file action behind them. 94 of Jimmy Evans. Not closing into the 44 at all, really. Here he comes now. I'm sorry. I felt it coming. I couldn't turn away from the microphone fast enough. Pace car's lights are off, coming back around through turns 3 and 4. Getting ready to go green flag this time by. Pace car dives down pit road. 00, 19 on the front row. Jacob Shoffett on the point. Green flag is the restart. Green flag is out. 00 gets a, not sure if they'll count that as a jump start, but he's away clean. 19 laps to go here at Las Vegas as we get underway once again. 00, 19, and the 44 all the way down to the bottom. 0 of Mike Presley up on the top. Mike Presley with a huge run off of turn 2. He gets past Tanner Ensign. Tanner Ensign might have a bit of an issue in that 44 car. Not sure why he's struggling so much on the restart there off of turn 2. Everybody in the top 3 is away clean. Jacob Shoffett, Keith Ayres, and Mike Presley. Tanner Ensign down in 4th under pressure from Krishan Elliott. And the 5 of Dakota Henderson a lap down. 91 of Krishan Elliott in the Milkbone machine just behind him. Side-by-side action down the backstretch, back into turns 3 and 4. Jacob Shoffett still leading the way. 17 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Jump down to Tanner Ensign now. Under pressure from the 91. 5 car going with him. Almost deciding to go 3 wide. Decides against it. 91 and the 44. 2 car of Zach Tyler right behind him. 91 around the outside. Off of turn 2. 44 staying down low. Down the backstretch. Into turns 3 and 4. Will Tanner Ensign get the better run off of turn 4? does not. They're pretty even off of turn 4. Down past the start-finish line they go. 91 of Krishan Elliott. Really struggling on these straights, but is a masterclass through the corners. That 91 Milkbone machine seems to have had light adjustment made, and he is back out there with a force, trying to get past the 44 and get back into contention for the win of this race, having started in third, that 91 of Krishan Elliott. Tanner Ensign back down to 5th at the moment. We'll jump back a little bit further now, down to Trey Smith and Zach Tyler duking it out. Three red line radio machine of Trey Smith, the 2 good wrench machine of Zach Tyler, 4 of Brighton Coleman just ahead of him, 68 of Mike Loveless behind. 4 really good drivers in a tight contention here, trying to get back up into the battle for at least 5th place. Time slowly ticking away here at Las Vegas. 14 laps to go. 3 of Trey Smith really starting to catch up to the 4 of Brighton Coleman, and Dakota Henderson being a lap car down ahead of him. 88 of James Napier just in front of them as well. 44 of Tanner Ensign falling back even more. 3 car with a big slide off of turn 3 and 4 there, almost completely sideways. Managed to recover. Got to keep that car nice and collected here. Back into turn 1 and 2. Trying to hold that line with Dakota Henderson just ahead of him. Use whatever draft he can through the corner to get a run down the backstretch and keep up with the 5. 88 putting the pressure on the 44 just ahead of them. Jump down a little bit further to Brandon Harris in the 33 now, challenging the 08 of John Stackos. Hunter Sr. in the 20 making up some serious ground. John Stackos in the 08 as well. They're both making up some serious time. Brighton Coleman up into the wall. Everybody trying to get around it. Brighton trying to stay up against the wall. Everybody getting away with it clean at the moment. No caution. 11 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Brighton Coleman down pit road. Whoa, big slide from the 2. Managed to recover it. 08 of John Stackos really turning up the pressure, and he blows the doors off that 2 car. He's already by him. 33 of Brandon Harris all the way up into the wall. Made the same mistake as the 4. Huge front right damage on that race car now, as he's starting to get passed by absolutely everybody out there. Stuck on the high side, no opportunity to go down pit road all the way up to the wall once again. 13 of Daniel Falconer's a lap down, my apologies. 2 laps down, my apologies. Jump back up to the battle for the lead here. Jacob Schaffet still leading the way here. 9 laps to go. Keith Ayers just over half a second behind him. Krishan Elliott about another 0.6 behind him. Mike Presley. Oh, we have a caution. Jimmy T. Evans. Oh, just gets spun out by the 1 off of turn 4 and just completely destroys that race car up against the wall. Not much he could do about that, unfortunately for him. Just the way that these racetracks tend to go, especially in these Gen 4 cars. They are very tight right up until you get loose, and there's not a lot of opportunity to save it from that point. But this is now Jacob Schaffet's absolute worst nightmare out here on the racetrack. Only going to be a handful of laps left to go here at Las Vegas, and this is the last thing he would have wanted. Fearless Broadcasting and Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WIO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, owned and operated by our very own 00 of Jacob Schaffet, out in the lead of the race tonight. As he comes down pit road with a brave strategy, Krishan Elliott staying out. Oh, they don't. Tried deking out the field, didn't really work. Couple cars down pit road. Tanner Ensign, Trey Smith, Mike Loveless, John Stackos, Zach Tyler, Will Moore, Wayne Isbell, Brandon Harris, Ty Sykes, and Jimmy Evans. Goose's Rattle Can Shop, Rock Bottom Racing, and our friends over at Premier Racing Setups.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
We're back once again with the Wild West Racing League here at Las Vegas with their Gen 4 Cup Series. Jacob Schaffet, Keith Ayers, Krishan Elliott, Mike Presley, top 4. James Napier, Hunter Sr., having made up a ton of time. He's back up to 6th place. Pace cars lights will be going off. Jacob Schaffet choosing the outside on the restart once again. James Napier, Mike Loveless, John Stackos, also making up some serious time. Trey Smith, Tanner Ensign, Brandon Harris, Wayne Isbell, Tice Sykes, Zach Tyler, Will Moore, and Dakota Henderson. Brady Karowski down a lap. Jimmy Evans in pits. Luke Muller down 2. Daniel Falconer down pit road. Brighton Coleman down in pits. Gene Watkinson down in the pits as well. 16 of the 22 cars are still on the lead lap as we watch the time slowly come to a close here at Las Vegas. Jacob Schaffet, with all eyes on him, looking to win here at Las Vegas, would be a huge boost of the points. Keith Ayers gonna not trying to let him not win this one. 91 of Krishan Elliott looking to get back up towards the lead here as well. The very real threat of Hunter Sr. in the 20 and John Stackos in the 08, also on the high side behind Mike Presley. Going to be very formidable cars to go up against. 68 of Mike Loveless, 4th in line on the inside line as well. Pace car is off. Down pit road. Waiting on the green flag, 0 and 00. Jacob Schaffet with a beautiful restart. Mike Presley tried pushing him across the start-finish line there for just a moment. Whoa, getting real wide here. 3 wide into turn 1. 19, 20, and the 0 for just a moment there with 3 wide. 2 with the big slide. Zach Tyler managed to recover. Huge save. 68 gets wrecked out. Mike Loveless with some engine trouble off of turn 2. He's trundling back down towards pit road. 00 and the 20. No caution for Mike Loveless. First and second. Keith Ayers right behind them, though. 20 a Hunter Sr. really putting up a fight now. 4 laps to go here at Las Vegas. Will Jacob Schaffet be able to hold him off? UC Spider, Tony Stewart, inspired number 20. Really trying to chase down Jacob Schaffet in the 00. Huge amount of action behind him. Mike Loveless down pit road. Fortunate way for his night to end here at Las Vegas. Lot of action behind them. Jacob Schaffet praying that they just make it to the white flag. Then they can wreck all they want. 3 wide through turns 1 and 2 behind him. 00 on the 20. 44 gets spun around. He gets taken out. Caution comes back out. Huge damage for the 44. comes right back across the 33 and just scrapes the doors and everything else. Let's jump back a little further and take a look at what really happened here. So 33 gets loose off of 2. The 08 kind of checks up. 33 goes to evade, takes out the 44. 44 of Tanner Ensign, losing out the most on that. All the way up on his driver's side door. 33 crawling on by. That may be the end of Tanner Ensign's night. No, he's still out on the racetrack. Mike Loveless jumping to the pits. Brandon Harris jumping to the pit road as well. Tanner Ensign with that 44 almost completely destroyed out here. Still in the race. Going to overtime. Hunter Sr. I was about to say, Hunter Sr. going down pit road. Oh, I'm not sure. It said he entered and left pit road. He may get a pass-through penalty for unsafe entry. I'm not sure. We will have to wait and see. We are officially in overtime. Going to be a green-white checkered finish here at Las Vegas. Jacob Shoffett in the 00. Puffy Swag Shop machine still trying to lead the way here. Hunter Sr. and Keith Ayers right behind him. Mike Presley in 4th. Trey Smith in 5th. James Napier in 6th. John Stackos in 7th. Ty Sykes in 8th. Wynn Isbell in 9th. Will Moore in 10th. Dakota Henderson in 11th. Zach Tyler in 12th. Tanner Ensign in 13th. Krishan Elliott in 14th, and Brady Kurowski in 15th. Exciting way to try and finish out the night here at Las Vegas. The question is, will Jacob Shoffett choose the bottom of the racetrack this time for hopefully the final restart? Or will he choose the high side once again? Here's he's going to choose the high side. 20 of Hunter Sr. down to the bottom. 19 of Keith Ayers with him. 0 of Mike Presley with the 00 of Jacob Shoffett on the high side. From a driver's standpoint, I'm not sure if that was, in my opinion, the right call, because I would have preferred, no offense to Mike Presley, of course, he's been doing very well out here tonight. Mike Presley in the 0. James Napier in the 88, up in 3rd on the high side as well. Pace car's lights are off, and they're going green flag this time by. But my point was, I'm not sure if I would have wanted the 19 and the 20 working together, 2 of the fastest cars on track all night. Zero and the 00 with the 88 behind them. Going to have their work cut out for them. Jacob Shoffett going to need the restart of a lifetime to make this work. Race car's lights are off. Through turn 4 they come. 88 of James Napier falling way back. He's almost a car and a half behind the 0. Pace car dives down pit road, waiting on the green flag. Everybody is stacked up once again. 20 almost jumped to start. Green flag is out here at Las Vegas. 00 to 20, 0 and the 19. All with beautiful getaways. 00 manages to block the 20 into turn 1. 0 on the 19 as well. 88 behind them. The 3 of Trey Smith with him as well. Jacob Shoffett still leading the way at the moment. Will he be able to hold on to it as they come into turn 3? All the way down to the bottom through turns 3 and 4 they go. 3 wide behind them for just a moment. 3 looking up the inside of the 19 and the 0. Looking to split the middle. White flag is out. Coming back no matter what. There's crashes behind them. still green. They're wrecking all over the place behind them. Jacob Shoffett trying to run away with it. The 20 catching up quick. 88 with a big slide down to the bottom of the racetrack. 00 through turns 3 and 4. Will he be able to win it here at Las Vegas? I think he will. Jacob Shoffett in the 00 wins at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. In a huge wreck on the start of the white flag lap to match. What a way to finish here at Las Vegas with the Wild West Racing League tonight. Let's get Jacob Shoffett up into the booth. Jacob Shoffett, this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. Do you got me?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
Well, apparently not quite as good as you. You managed to hold off Hunter Sr. for almost the last 15 laps there. Talk us through that win. Congratulations.
Man, I didn't know if I had the speed tonight, qualifying like 16th or something like that. But man, once I started saving fuel there at the beginning, seeing how this race was going to play out. And luckily it did. I was able to stay out about 8 more laps than anybody else under that green flag cycle, and that cycled me back to the front for track. Once I got there, I didn't let it go.
No, you didn't, and you managed to hold off arguably one of the fastest drivers in the league in the form of Hunter Sr. That was a commendable race out there and a tremendous effort. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
Man, I just want to give a shout out to teammates there at Fearless Motorsports, y'all there at Fearless Broadcasting, Wild West for putting on a great league, and Puppy's Swag Shop for all your racing merchandise needs. Also to Fearless Speed Shop, open setups for when we run these cars in open setup races. Man, they're wicked fast.
Well, Jacob, congratulations once again. Thank you for joining us up in the booth, and hope to see more of you next time. How does that sound?
Absolutely.
Congratulations. Thank you. That was the 00 of Jacob Shoffett, your race winner here at Las Vegas. Let's get Hunter Sr. up in here now. Hunter Sr., this is Pat Wilkinson up at the booth. Do you got me?
Yes, sir.
Hunter, what an effort you put into trying to beat out the 00 of Jacob Shoffett out there tonight. Just didn't seem to have it there at the end. What happened from your point of view that you might have done differently to hopefully have won tonight?
I think I said it last year. I can't remember during what interview, but when it comes to the green white checkers and these short bursts like this, I can't drive this car. I can't put it on the limit like that apparently. And I mean, I got him going into 1 and 2, but coming off 3 and 4, whenever I saw him pull that gap, I knew it was over from there. And I tried to dive it in on 3 and 4 one last time, and then I saw Trey come out of nowhere. So it's just, untimely caution tonight. I think when we got that lucky dog, we started at the tail end and then just had to fight my way through the field all the way back in like 20th, and just not enough time to be able to get everybody's tires burnt off and, run it smooth and be able to save and use what I had left.
Well, regardless, even after starting at the tail end of the field with, I believe it was the 08 of John Statkos, you and him together at the very end of the field, I think down in 18th and 17th respectively. The fact that you managed to work that car all the way back up to second place, right where you started, is a tremendous effort and something to be congratulated for. So, congratulations on a fantastic second place here at Las Vegas. Is there anything else you'd like to add before we sign off?
Yeah, just big congratulations to Jacob on that. He stole it from me last year. I don't know if I can't remember if you were broadcasting at that time, but he got it off of fuel mileage last year and stole it from me. And I knew this. I knew that I was like, this is my chance to be able to come back this season and at least pick up, and get another chance at it. But just wasn't meant to be. This is one of my least favorite intermediates. I'm not really that good here, and look forward to be able to go to a different track. Honestly, I'm not really a big fan of it, but before I do go, I just want to give big thanks to Juicy Spider. Those guys, I know that I know at least Mike and a couple others are probably going to tune in and watch, and just big thanks to those guys, every single one of them, from Nick, Josh, Jared, Donald. We have Bubba doing our paints. He made this paint scheme for me tonight, and it looks amazing. And he kills it. He's absolutely amazing at this stuff. And Andrew as well, Mike's wife Andrea. Everybody that works over there that puts all the effort in that they do, and not just on the track, but behind all the editing and all the YouTube and everything. Those guys kill it. And big thanks to you. I loved watching last week and had a lot of fun, and can't wait to go back and watch this one and see your reaction to some of the stuff.
Well, thankfully, since we seem to have fixed most of our tech issues and all of the glitches, thankfully, hopefully from now on, we actually get consistently good streams.
It was good last week. Don't downplay yourself on that. It was good. I promise. You're good, man. And you're one of the few broadcasters I really do enjoy watching. And like I said, I can't wait to go back and watch this one.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you. And hopefully we see more of you next week. How does that sound?
Well, I think it's going to be Richmond. I'm going to be back at Richmond. I run another league on Wednesdays, and tonight was one of the off nights, so I had a chance to come over here and race. But I'll be back at Richmond, I promise.
Well, I believe we're back Saturday and Sunday night. I won't be here Sunday night, but I know I'm here Saturday. So if you want to come join us for Next Gen, that'd be, I wouldn't say no.
I don't know. A lot of these guys, I don't know if they would say yes to that. I don't think they really like me running down here anyways. I'm just joking.
They do.
I love all these guys.
They just like giving you grief because you win.
No, I love every single one of them. They're all nice, man. Again, big congratulations to Jacob, and big thanks to you, man. Seriously.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Hope you have a good night.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You too, man.
That was your second place finisher, Hunter Sr. Let's get Trey Smith in third up here.
This one's for every one of those fans in the stands that pull for me every week and take all the bullshit from everybody else.
Trey Smith, this is Pat Wilkinson up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Trey, even I'm not going to pretend how you got third at the end of that. Talk us through what happened there.
Shake and freaking bake, baby. That's what we did tonight. Hell yeah. No, honestly, the car felt super fast in practice and qualifying. I felt really good, and we kind of struggled there on the starts. Unfortunately, that's one thing I've kind of just been struggling on these cars since the season started, is just the restarts and everything like that. So it's kind of struggle there, but just as the track rubbered up and we just kept getting on older tires, the more laps I had on the tires, I felt like I was pretty solid, and the car just kept getting better. It didn't matter if it was clean air, dirty air. It really just came to me right there those last 25, 30 laps. And when that last caution came out and I came down pit road and restarted, I think it was ninth or something like that, I knew I had something podium. And honestly, I was catching Hunter and Jacob coming to the checkered, and I was a little pissed off just because I felt like another 5-6 laps. I mean, I had 20-something fresher tires than what they did, so I definitely felt like I could have pulled off the win tonight. But overall, I really needed a good points night. Tonight really helped. I was looking forward to tonight, and yeah, pure talent and just motivation and focus. What it was tonight.
Well, regardless, congratulations on a fantastic third place finish in that Redline Radio number 3. Gotcha, didn't I?
Yeah, you got me there, brother.
Can't say I didn't do it this time.
I know. I appreciate you. Yeah.
No more post-race ribbing for that.
I gotta give you a little crap every now and then. You know what I mean? But
I know. Just giving it straight back.
Yeah. This Redline GLM Chevy was just absolutely amazing. Shout out to everyone at GLM, Krishan Kaiser, Alex, Brady, Krishan, Jimmy, all them boys, Race Car Bodies by Daily, Coca-Cola, Bass Pro Shops, Busch Light. Gotta give them a shout out for my favorite beer. Obviously, Fearless Broadcasting, YO Outlaw Custom Diecast. Yeah, shout out to everyone who makes this possible. Good Lord above. And Pat, hope I put on a good show for you. I'm excited to watch this replay because, man, I had to slice and dice. So let me tell you, it was a workout. Not gonna lie. And real quick, I don't know if Loveless is watching or not. If you are Loveless, I do apologize on getting you a little loose there too. Just wanted to let that out. Kind of got into him a little bit. Not what I wanted to do. Seen the hole. It was there. Just tight racing. Wasn't trying to mess him up any way, shape, or form. So do apologize on that end, but we'll be ready for Nashville on Saturday.
Well, we appreciate your time. Thank you once again. And despite regarding what we talked about earlier, I hope you send me the actual physical replay file post race.
Yeah, I'll make sure I save it when we get done. When you get done broadcasting, you'll have to help me send it to you. But I'll also make sure I still have it up, so I haven't clicked out of it yet. So,
all right, that's what I needed to know. Thank you. Well, folks, you've spent another perfectly good hour and a half here with us once again at Fearless Broadcasting. Congratulations to teammate and owner of Puffy's Swag Shop in the 00, Jacob Schaffet, on a fantastic race win here at Las Vegas. As I'm trying to speed up the film so we can watch the burnout. Maybe not. It's fine. This has been Fearless Broadcasting, brought to you in part by Fearless Setup Shop, Puffy's Swag Shop, Goose's Rattle Can Shop, and Premier Racing Setups. Wild West Racing League, brought to you in part by WYO Outlaw Custom Diecast, the Stand for Wit Foundation, Redline Radio, and Raiders Wasteland, the premier DayZ experience on Xbox, veteran owned and operated. Raiders Wasteland offering something for every gamer looking to survive the zombie apocalypse. Weekly events for PvE and PvP players. Different maps for all to enjoy. Join the Discord today at Raider PvE. RAIDER PvE. My name's Pat Wilkinson, up in the booth. Thank you all for watching tonight, and until next time, goodbye, farewell, and amen.
Premier Racing Setups is the longest running setup shop on iRacing. Our monthly subscription options start as low as $20 a month. We offer setups for dirt oval, asphalt oval, and road racing, covering a wide range of cars and skill levels. Built and tested by top-tier sim racers, this isn't just a business, it's a community of competitive drivers. If you want to better your iRacing experience, head over to PremierRacingSetups.com today. And remember, if you don't get one, you're going to chase one.
This isn't just another sim race, this isn't just another online league, and this isn't just another trophy on a shelf. This is the Charity Cup Series.
Drivers choose the charity. Talent chooses the winner. The culture is strong, but the competition is stronger. Most events focus on just one cause, not here. Each driver selects a charity to race for, leaving dozens of causes in contention as drivers fight for a place in the top 5.
Think you've got what it takes to join the Charity Cup Series? Find a cause you believe in and buckle up. This is more than your everyday sim racing experience. This is the Charity Cup Series.
This isn't just...
Real quick, you both stop the real quick cut. Double check the steering wheel. Roll. Gentlemen, start your engines!
Nice and smooth. Get it all done all day long. Got a good feeling about today, guys.
Donnie Kite's gonna get through it all and score his first career win in the Saturday Night Racing League Cup Series. What a finish!
It's too little, too late from behind, and Sebastian Marin, your first repeat top split winner of the qualifying series.
He knew it was just a matter of time. Hunter Sr. is victorious.
Josh Adams taking the win at Iowa.
GC Spider Motorsports takes home the 1-2-3 finish.